better be ready, ready to roll when I pull up in front of your door. 'Cause I ain't waiting around. Honey, I'm leaving this town. I'm singing a road song and you can sing along. But oh, you better make up your mind. Today's the day I'm leaving. I'm through with empty dreaming. I'm shaking the dust on my shoes. I'm through the blues. I'm leaving this town behind. Honey, stop your crying. Stop crying and take my hand. I ain't spending 30 years dying like Papa trying. Squeeze a living on this lifeless old land. Today's the day I'm leaving. I'm through with empty dreaming. I'm shaking the dust on my shoes. I'm through the blues. I'm leaving this town behind. Too many dusty days. Too many crops to raise. There ain't no reason to stay. There's gotta be a better way. I'll end up crazy, dead in prison. But baby, if you don't go, there's one thing I want you to know. After all that we've been through, you're a part of me, and baby, I'm a part of you. So what are we waiting for? Honey, climb in and close the door. Roll down the window, let down your hair. Wherever the wind blows, we'll be there. I'm singing a love song to the highway, and you're singing great harmony. Because the day's the day we're leaving. We're through with empty dreaming. We're shaking the dust off our shoes. We're shaking the dust off our shoes. We're through with the blues. We're through with the blues. We're leaving this town behind.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sandy Spring Theater's virtual theater and our production of Rough Cuts 3, Sunshine, Ice Cream, and COVID-19. 6 original short plays about the world as we emerge from the pandemic and reclaim our lives. Before we begin, a few brief announcements. First, your safety is always our top priority. Please note the nearest exit in case of emergency. Snack bars, of course, will always be open throughout the evening. Snacks will vary by location. Use of cameras is highly encouraged. Still cameras only, please. Post them on Facebook with the hashtag SSTGRoughCuts. We will be making this show available on our website soon, both through YouTube and Zoom meetings. Please join us after the show at the stage door to meet and greet the playwrights, directors, and casts. We will post the link to the Zoom meeting at the end of this show, and you can access it through the stage door link in the virtual lobby of our virtual theater. And finally, please consider making a donation to our organization to help bring high quality theater, both virtual and live, to Montgomery County. Sandy Spring Theater Group is thrilled to announce that once again, we are live in person at the Gaithersburg Arts Bar. Please join us this upcoming holiday season for the Christmas Express from November 26th through December 12th. And in the spring, we proudly present a new production of Godspell from March 4th through the 20th. We hope you can join us for both of these exciting shows. And now, without further ado, we present Rough Cuts 3, Sunshine, ice cream, and COVID-19. First up, A Night of Naked Faces, written by Helen Chang Mao and directed by Jacqueline Yoon.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I just got an email from the Thompsons. They're throwing a small 50th birthday party for Mark next weekend
Really? Where?
on their back terrace. I guess we can gather in small groups outside now.
Mark and Madeline do have a huge terrace.
And we're fully vaxxed. Madeline and Mark are fully vaxxed. Everyone they've invited is fully vaxxed.
So let's go. I'd love to see them. Who else is invited?
Let's see. Mary,
Oh.
Charlene,
Ugh,
Bob.
I can't stand Bob.
Well, he is Mark's childhood friend.
Oh, that's true. I wonder if everyone else on the list can make it.
Everyone else has already RSVP'd yes. Looks like we're the last to reply.
I wish more people would be there to create a buffer against Bob.
Yeah, I could use the same with Mary. You know, she doesn't understand social cues like go away.
Bob has the self-awareness of a cicada. He calls everyone else rude, but acts like a jerk himself.
Think we should say we're busy?
No, it's not like we have other social plans.
And we can't use the pandemic as an excuse anymore.
Sorry, can't come. Want to stay safe. Still waiting for the vaccine. No, that doesn't work anymore.
You know, I guess we should go. It'll be our first social event in over 15 months.
I do miss seeing people. I can't wait to see Madeline, Mark, and Charlene. Bob and Mary, not so much. If everyone's vaccinated outside, we don't have to stay 6 feet away from each other, right?
I don't think so. Why?
Because I haven't bothered to touch up my roots or shave my legs in months. On Zoom work calls, I use filters for makeup, and no one sees anyone below the waist these days.
Ooh, waist. I wonder if I could even fit in my shorts.
We don't need to wear a mask, right? That'll be nice, but feel a little weird. Ooh, but now I guess I'll have to put on real lipstick.
I guess I'll need to shave too.
I don't know. This is turning out to be a lot of work.
No, maybe it'll be worth it.
Were we like this before the pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, strangers.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Long time no see.
So where's the birthday boy?
Aging like fine wine.
Oh, did someone say wine? Mm.
Hello, I'm Henrietta. This is my husband, Gary. Nice to meet you.
I'd love some wine. Thanks. And you are
Gary, it's me, Mark.
Henry, honey, don't you think he looks like Jesus Christ?
What?
Gary was just saying, Jesus Christ, it's Mark. It's great to see you. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday. How have you been, buddy?
Oh, hanging in there. Oh, I haven't seen a barber since before the lockdown. Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't recognize you because
Shh, honey, don't use a mask as an excuse.
of your flowing tresses and beard. I love the new look.
Oh, really? Oh, I've been debating whether to keep the long hair and the beard. Anyway, thanks for coming to my birthday.
Hey, we wouldn't have missed it for the world. Now that the world's opening up again.
Yeah.
I better go check on the grill.
Okay.
I thought I recognized voices, Henrietta and Gary.
Hi?
Hello there.
I heard you all discussing hair. What do you think of the new look?
Oh, it's lovely, but I can't place what's different. Or who she even is.
My hair. I decided to grow it out during quarantine.
You know, Charlene, you haven't had hair this long since college.
Right, your hair, Charlene. Didn't you have a bob?
Yep, a brunette bob. This past year at home, I thought, why not experiment a little? So now I'm a bottle blonde.
Henry, honey, doesn't it look like she did a lot more than touch up the roots?
Excuse me?
Gary was just complimenting such fruits of labor. I almost didn't recognize you.
Even without a mask, I know. No one seems to recognize me these days, mask or no mask.
Hey, Mads, can you go in and bring out the steaks? Thanks.
Oh, yeah, coming right up. Hey, Charlene, can you help me get the meat and veggies to the grill?
Sure.
Thanks.
Woohoo! Do I hear more voices?
Now, that's the voice of someone I don't need to see to recognize.
Stop frowning. People could see the lower half of your face.
Henrietta! Gary. Oh,
Hi, Mary. Nice to see you.
Gary, I'm so glad you're here. How are you?
I've been better.
Don't be bashful. Give me a hug. You are fully vaxxed, right? I am.
Yes, I am. But, I'm not into hugs yet. Been social distancing for so long.
You know, if it weren't for social distancing, I think you were trying to avoid me.
No, of course not. I'm just getting used to seeing people again.
Oh, still so shy and bashful.
Hey-o! Ha ha ha! Gary! Hattie!
Oh,
What's up? Now we can get this party started.
Gary, I just threw up a little on my mouth, but don't have a mask to use as a barf bag.
Hey, Dag, Bob. Hey, bro. How are you?
Awesome! Look at me. I've lost weight, expanded my salon business, and started playing the tuba again. This quarantine has made me a new man!
Doesn't sound like the new one's any better than the old one.
Oh, Gary, let me show you where the magic happens. Silly. I mean where the drinks and snacks are. I'm feeling a bit peckish.
So, Hattie, how have you been? Did I tell you that my boy got into Stanford? Gonna be a starter for Stanford's football team this fall. What about your kid, huh?
She's only in 9th grade.
Well, you can't start planning too soon. My ex and I had scouts drooling over our boy before he was a freshman.
Speaking of your ex, how's Andrea? I heard she remarried.
She's fine. And so am I, because I don't have to pay alimony anymore! Pure and simple. Hey, your roots need a touch-up. I could color them for you at a discount because, as you know...
No thanks. I'm not vaccinated, so I shouldn't get near anyone.
What? And you came to this gathering? How rude. Are you one of those people, anti-vaxxers, afraid you'll be injected with the microchip?
No, of course not. I'm just kidding. I am vaccinated.
Really? Well, that was a stupid joke. Why would you say something dumb like that?
Because I don't feel like talking to you.
Very rude.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in some ways, I wish we were still wearing masks. Then we could stick our tongues out and no one would know.
And curse, I can't tell you how many times I've lobbed the F-bomb at someone from behind my mask.
You know, if everyone labeled their masks, they could be like facial name tags. Then we'd have no trouble recognizing each other.
Or knowing who to avoid when you see them.
Bob's a pain, but hey, it's Mark's birthday.
Time to serenade the old birthday boy! Happy
like sing.
Right, we're spreading aerosols.
Hey, who's afraid of a little spit?
Oh, gross.
Okay, Bob. I'll just blow out the candles.
Yay, happy birthday.
Who wants a piece?
Me! Give me a big one with lots of icing.
Just a small place. Just a small slice, please.
Are you sure about that?
Sure about what?
Sorry, bro, but I gotta be straight with you. You look like you've put on some pandemic poundage.
No, that's not true, Gary. You're so
Mary, I think we should go.
Watch out. Everyone can see your lips.
I think we should go.
Okay, you first.
Madeline and Mark, I think we need to call it a night. Thanks for having us over, and Mark, happy birthday.
Oh, no, please don't go. No, just please.
Oh, no, you can't leave. The night is still young.
Oh, sorry. We become such early birds during all these months at home.
And it's past our bedtime.
Aw, bye.
Mwah, mwah.
Well, that one is as weird. Wasn't as weird as I thought it would be.
What, do you mean seeing people again after so long?
Yes, how did you feel?
Well, like you, after getting through some surreal introductions, people still seem the same.
That's for sure. Some people haven't changed a bit.
But it does feel really good to see people in person again.
I agree. Gary, what do you think about repurposing a mask into a slingshot?
Ooh, or how about wearing a mask as a tiny invisibility cloak?
Good idea, Harry Potter.
I wish I'd worn one tonight to avoid she who must not be named.
Me too, for he who must not be named. Gary, do you think we've become antisocial?
Nah, when it comes to socializing, I think we've just gotten out of practice.
Oh, looks like we can get more practice. Darlene and Tom are hosting a Free the Face shindig next weekend. What do you think?
Sure. What?
What?
Next up, Are You My Mummy? Written and directed by Jeff Dunn.
This place.
What?
I said this place.
Oh, a disaster. Yeah. Well, and it's very old.
Oh, no kidding. What do you know it's to anyway? For all we know, it could be a storage closet.
No, I've been studying the ancient writings my whole life, Ilian. This is definitely a tomb. And before the Great Collapse, they enshrined their beloved ancestors.
No, none of that. We had a deal. I'm just here, keep you safe and whole crap. You start giving me exposition and I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
Holy hell.
Do you mind? You've been hitting that flask like it's a nipple you can't afford to get smashed right now.
I know what I'm doing. So, what is that?
It's some kind of sarcophagus. This is an ancient puzzle lock.
A sarcophagus? You think there could be a mummy in there?
You're not scared, are you?
Of course not. I just want to be prepared. That's all. So, do you know how to open it?
Of course. So these ancients were very focused on the celestial bodies. You see these lights? They represent the stars. Since this is sarcophagus, all we need to do is press the ones on the constellation of Mersum.
Mersum?
Right. So Mersum was the celestial representation of Anubis, the Egyptian god who oversaw the embalming process.
No. What did I say about exposition? Start exposing yourself like that again, and there's going to be trouble.
Sorry.
No?
No, right. Okay.
I thought you said that. No, Alien, it's simple. You see these lights? They're stars, and all you have to do.
I can do this.
I can see that.
The stars must have been aligned differently back then, that's all.
Stars must have been aligned
differently. Now shut up. I can get this.
Did you try just lifting the lid?
So there's an extra 1,000 pounds in it for you if this never happened.
If what never happened?
Right. Okay, are you ready?
Wait.
What's in there anyway? Bourbon? Whiskey?
Milk.
No, seriously, what is it?
Milk. Seriously. Calms the nerves, gives you a boost in calcium. It's good stuff.
This whole time I thought you were this rugged adventurer, and now I find out you're drinking milk.
What was that you were saying about how the stars were aligned?
Right. So. Oh.
Is that a mummy? An actual...
I think it is. Oh my. Okay, just let me. For God's sake, Ilian, hand over the damn flask before it kills us.
My Aunt Judy's flask.
Give it the damn flask.
What is this? Milk? Are you kidding me? After all this time, you couldn't spring for a nice Chianti? Well, I guess I should just be thankful that you remembered to stop by at all. It's more than your brother ever did. Of course, he's dead. What's your excuse? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a little hummus. I don't suppose you'd be willing to run out to the corner store and get your mother a little something to nosh? What? Am I talking to myself now? Can anyone hear me? And why are you so blurry? What is this schmata? Sarah, look how you've grown. You're so much older, I hardly recognize you. And who is this? Is this that Gentile you started seeing? Sarah, come here. What? Suddenly you're too old for a little kiss on the kepi? Here, you can have this back. Well, aren't you a keeper? And that punim. When are you two going to get married, huh? Heaven forbid I should have a few grandchildren before the apocalypse comes.
Actually, I think that train's already left the station.
What? What are you talking about? Sarah, what is she talking about?
I'm not Sarah.
What?
I'm not Sarah.
Wait a minute. You're still so blurry. Let me get my glasses.
Well, your glasses are actually...
Just a minute, honey. Let me get my glasses. I could have sworn I had them with me when I lay down for a nap.
Miss, your glasses.
Oh, you're so polite. Please, just call me Edna. Now, where were they?
On your head.
Oh, aren't you a mensch? So helpful. This one's a keeper, Sarah. Not like the last one. You're not Sarah.
No, I'm Dr. Flavia Janik, and this is Ilian Smith. We're...
What are you doing in my apartment? Did Sarah let you in?
No, Sarah is... No.
Are you selling something? Because ever since that terrible man said he was going to help me with the computer virus, Sarah told me I shouldn't...
Okay, but please, Mrs. Edna...
Tutman? Mrs. Tutman?
Mrs. Tutman, I think, well, I think there's something that you should probably know.
Edna, do you have any idea what year it is?
Of course I know what year it is. I'm not Michigana. It's 2022. July, I think, right? But now, if Sarah didn't let you in, then I think you should leave.
Mrs. Tutman, if you could just... Did you say 2022?
That's right, because little Irving was born in 2015, and then David passed away from the virus just 6 months before his 5th birthday. Then his wife moved out of the city, and that was just 6 months ago, which I remember because it was just before I turned 87, which is really an accomplishment. Not that you know it from the lack of birthday cards from my own flesh and blood.
Edna.
Oh, what's with the shouting?
So, this is in Egypt?
Egypt? Is that one of those suburbs near Newark? I never go into Jersey unless...
No, in Africa. Egypt, in Africa, by the Nile.
Oh, no, honey, this is Brooklyn, by the Upper East Side.
I see.
Oh, poor honey. You really got lost, didn't you? That's okay. Here, have a seat. Let me get you a little Ovaltine.
I could have sworn this was Egypt. I could have sworn.
Really not your day, is it, Doc?
I was so careful, though. So thorough. I mean...
Oh, it does kind of put that whole stars thing into perspective, though.
I think I found the Ovaltine. Okay. Now, where did Sarah move the fridge?
I mean, my whole life's work. A total bust.
Look on the bright side.
What bright side? Decades of exhausting research, and I couldn't even find the right continent.
Did you say you're feeling incontinent? Trust me, honey, that's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I invested my family's whole estate, all for nothing.
I'm so embarrassed. I can't seem to find the fridge, and you can't make Ovaltine with water. It says you can on the canister, but I tried it once, and all you get is schmutz. It needs milk.
All I wanted was to make a name for myself. I mean, how am I going to explain this to the faculty?
I'm sure if you bring them a nice upside down cake.
I mean, was it really too much to ask?
What's that, honey?
All I've ever wanted was to find a mummy.
Oh, sweetheart, I can be that for you. It's not like my own children ever stop by. I did everything for those two, and I never asked for a single thing in return. Not a single thing. But is it too much to hope that Sarah would come by more than once a year? You'd think that after 32 hours of pushing her out of my womb, she'd remember to stop by now and then to see if her mother was still breathing. And don't get me started on David. Now there was a boy, you could be proud of, but then he had to grow up and marry a shiksa, whip his mother's heart out. But what can you do? They don't care. They don't. Wait. Where are you going?
Next up, Mask On, Mask Off, written by Kat Wilderotter, directed by Stan Levin.
I am not going to be the one to tell her.
I'm not gonna tell her. You tell her.
I most certainly will not. You're the one who's been so adamant about it. This is all you, buddy.
So that's how we're playing this? It's about health and safety. Of course what'd you say? Adamant. I'm kooky. I'm a nutball. I'm crazy.
Your words, not mine.
String me up right here, right now. No trial, just a public hanging. No, a stoning, much slower. I'm guilty, world. I want our daughter to wear a mask.
Well, you got your wish.
You know this isn't what I wanted. Did you put her up to this?
What?
You heard me. Did you collude with her?
Collude. Such a big fancy word.
I'm not hearing a denial.
Collude. Well, it certainly is lewd.
You diabolical.
Oh, cool your jets, Columbo. I didn't collude with our daughter. This was all her.
You're proud of her.
I'm always proud of her. She's my child.
No, that's not what I mean. You're proud of her for this. She's defying me, and you are proud of her.
She's not defying you. She is doing exactly as she was told.
Oh, no, she is not. She is defiant. She knows I didn't mean this. And you, encouraging her with your...
My what?
Your smile.
My smile?
Yes, your smile. That little smile that says, oh, you can have your rules, Ted, but we know better.
Oh, really, Theodore? This is not a good look on you.
That.
What?
Theodore.
Your name?
Ted. My name is Ted. You call me Theodore when something's about to blow up in my face.
It's good to have a little warning.
I don't need warning. I'm a grown man, damn it.
You might need a little warning.
A simple rule. Our 12-year-old daughter must wear a mask to the beach.
She's been fully vaccinated.
She's 12.
Her friends have been fully vaccinated.
She's a child. It's my job to keep her safe.
The whole family has been fully vaccinated.
Father's job doesn't end when the CDC says it's over.
She got boobs this year.
Sheila! I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, admit it. You want her to wear the mask to keep the boys away.
It's just absurd.
Finally, we agree on something.
Look, this conversation is over. You and she are being completely ridiculous. Appropriate mask usage. It's, well, appropriate.
Theodore. Ted, she doesn't need to wear a face mask anymore. It doesn't stop the boys anyway. Ted, our baby is growing up.
Sheila.
And Ted. Stacy, get those masks off your chest. That is not a bikini and you do not work at Hooters.
Yet.
Next up, Stay Low, written by Dan Young, directed by Bruce Hirsch.
Sorry I'm late. I had to change the solar charger to the other batteries.
Always have to stick to your damn routine, don't you?
It's the only way to make sure things get done. I don't change the solar chargers, batteries die. Dead batteries mean we don't meet that day.
We don't meet any day.
You know what I mean. What, you don't have a list?
One of the best things about, probably the only good thing about all this is that lists and rules and laws and all that crap, gone. If something needs doing, I do it. If I forget, I'll do it later. Or maybe not at all.
Don't talk like that. We have to be careful all the time. You know that. There's too many ways you know.
I know. Maybe I'm just not up for constantly having to give a shit anymore.
Well, that kind of talk stops here and now, mister. You hear me?
Listen to the tough guy. Not too long ago, I had to talk you off the ledge.
I remember. And Hank?
Yeah?
Thanks. Again.
No worries.
So did you...
Are you getting
You first.
You.
Well, I was just going to say, again, how lucky it is we were to find each other like this.
I know you are.
Cute.
Sport. If we could afford to brighten up this place, you'd see that I'm anything but cute.
So you say.
So I say.
So, what have you been up to since Monday? Did you find that metal detector you thought
really?
Was very...
Small talk? We juice up the batteries for 3 days just so we can make some conversation?
Sorry, not every moment's a gem.
What's next? We're gonna share recipes? I swear. Sometimes I just sit and wait for the next stupid thing to come out of your mouth.
Your gift of gab is too good, pretty sucky too, mister. Hank, you don't suppose we might really be the last, do you? I mean, we only know about each other because we lucked into this, but don't you think there must be others out there who just aren't connected?
I was right. You don't know.
Know about what?
Must have been asleep again.
What are you talking about?
It's what I was going to ask you. If your lights flickered a couple times yesterday.
What?
There's probably some other asshole out there who made it. Probably more to get it to work.
What are you talking about?
Somebody's trying to get the power back on.
But that's insane. Don't they know what that will do?
Well, they must think it's worth the risk.
With power comes activity, sounds, lights, for God's sake.
Peekaboo, I see you.
The only reason we're safe is because everything is still. Everything is quiet. There's nothing to stir them up. Nothing to get their attention.
Don't you think I know that?
They just stand around, and try to wonder what they should be doing. Maybe trying to remember who they were. I don't know. I try not to think about it.
Fate can be funny.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, time was. They figured they were the lucky ones.
I suppose.
I remember seeing a t-shirt once. It had a 4-leaf clover and a rabbit's foot and a horseshoe and a hypo. And it said, I got mine.
Yeah, lucky.
Lucky.
I kept saying they pushed it through too fast. I kept saying they hadn't taken enough time to study the long-term effects. And sure enough, they started showing up. Little things at first.
Like the occasional blood
The occasional blood clot, that sort of thing. Well, that was it for me. No way, I'm out. Find yourself another lab rat.
Clever you.
Besides, they say, isn't there a saying that if everyone around you is well, you're safe, right?
Haven't heard that one before.
Well, I did.
Seems kind of self-centered.
Well, what about you? Why didn't you get it?
Couldn't be bothered. The way I see it, when it's your number, it's your number.
Fate. Short for fatalistic. A great excuse not to try.
Try what?
Try anything. Hank, are you sure we couldn't try and meet? I mean, you're on Main and I'm on Innsmouth. It's 3, maybe 4 minutes.
By car, by foot, 27 blocks. Open space, nowhere to hide.
Okay.
And if we could get together,
I said okay. It just
better not to try.
It just gets so goddamn lonely.
I know.
I always needed to be around other people. I came from a large family, 6 kids. The folks, they say that people in large families can't wait to go out and find their privacy, but I wasn't like that. I liked the company, the security, the feel of other people around me.
You're just not one who should spend too much time in your own head.
Yeah.
This must be hell for you.
Tell you a secret?
Who else you gonna tell?
There are times when I'm looking out the window and I see one of them moving around, not screaming or tearing up shit, but just confused. Maybe hungry enough for the dinner instinct to kick in.
Must not be often, Christ. They look like some
Can't survivors? Hank, if they don't want to eat us, why do they want to kill us so much?
Who knows? Maybe it's the big lights out. Maybe it's their job to bring the big wine down. Their reason for survival, if you call it surviving.
They're thinning. They do die eventually. All we have to do is stay low until there's more of us than them. There's more singles than groups now, and they're quieter. Like this girl, this thing I see. Confused, maybe scared, or what passes for scared for them. And I get this idea. It's all I can do. I have to fight it like hell, and it's all I can do to keep from going out there.
Striking up a conversation, share a few stories, make a new friend.
Okay.
Shit. You might as well invite him in for a cup of tea and say,
I said okay! I guess nobody's around.
If they were, they'd be knocking on the door. That was stupid.
It couldn't be helped.
How could you?
You don't get it, Hank. I tell you and I tell you, but it never gets through. You just don't understand how truly lonely I am. You were right. This is hell for me. This is physically painful for me. If it wasn't for you, I don't know why.
I haven't told you this, but you keep me going too.
Do I?
Can't check out till I hear the next idiotic thing to come out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah?
Trouble is, there's always one more yet to come. Guess I'm sure a long life.
Now that's the gift that keeps on giving.
I thought that was herpes.
Wait, no, I have to turn off the switches. I have to turn off the switches. I have to turn off the switches. I have to turn them off. No, turn off the switches. I have to turn off the switches. No, turn them off. Turn them off. Turn them off.
Next up, Brenham Community Theater, written by R.J. Capuccio, directed by David Fialco.
Stupid Zoom! 2 years into this pandemic and it's still non-functional. I clicked admit all guests. I don't know what is so hard about this stupid piece of... Oh. And hello, welcome to the Brenham Community Theater Board meeting. I'm so happy to see a new face here. And it is so important to involve the community in our community theater.
Well, thanks. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, me too. I just can't wait to be able to go and sit down and watch a play and smell the stench of some stranger again.
Or pay $5 for a candy bar you don't even like.
I just want to be in a crowded room again.
Or at least a moderately packed room with proper ventilation.
That's a good idea. Asparagus.
Asparagus.
Yeah, asparagus. That's what it says under the video.
Oh, it's Sicily. Let me change that.
Oh, I thought asparagus was one of those, cool hip millennial names people use.
Yeah. Okay.
But why was your name asparagus in the first place?
Why are you asking so many questions?
I mean, it seems pretty interesting, the little old me stuck inside her house all day.
That's understandable. But you don't want to know.
I kind of do.
When is this meeting starting?
We're just waiting on a few more people. People aren't as prompt as they used to be.
Time is just relative now. Are you sure you told people about this?
I put it on 3 different Facebook groups, sent out 5 emails to our email list, and had my son advertise in his Zoom class. The people know.
James?
Yeah, he's my son.
Well, he did mention it in the middle of our 4-hour summer biology lecture. He was extremely awkward about it, especially when the professor yelled at him.
James is just really shy. He's so shy, I had to throw him onto the stage just so he could get a little bit of confidence. He was so good in Annie when I made him Annie.
You made your son play Annie?
Sure. Why else would you have kids if you weren't going to give them all the starring parts in the play you're directing?
Your son, James, played Orphan Annie in Annie the Musical.
Of course, and he was amazing. Sure, some of the other parents hated it, saying old-fashioned bigoted things like, I was playing favorites, or that Annie should be played by a girl. They didn't understand my methods, but it was undeniable. James was ready for Broadway, but Broadway wasn't ready for James.
That explains a lot.
About how confident and sociable he is?
I was gonna say awkward and shy.
Well, once you get to know him, he won't shut up.
Yeah, I wish I'd known that before I befriended him.
So you're close with him?
Kinda. I mean, we go to the same college. That's how I heard about this.
I knew having James advertise in the middle of class was a good idea.
And he told me there'd be costumes, and I love costumes, so I had to come.
He told you about the costumes?
Oh yeah, he told me all about it and all of the...
Of course James told. They were supposed to be a secret. I had a whole big reveal planned and everything.
I didn't know.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine. Things in life don't go perfectly, but you have to do with what you can make from it.
That's great advice.
Even though you might spend a lot of time preparing an entire monologue about the future of theater, hoping your friends would show up, but instead only some girl named Asparagus shows up. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't need my friends. I'm going to do it anyway. Are you ready, Asparagus? Cecily?
I mean, sure.
Okay, here goes nothing. As you know, we here at the Brenham Community Theater pride ourselves on being outside the box. We are people that dare. We try new things. We are willing to experiment. And as you know, Dr. Anthony Fauci said that once everyone in America got vaccinated, COVID no longer exists. COVID is now officially over.
I don't think that's what he said.
Don't interrupt me. It messes with my method.
Sorry.
Now, with the support of Dr. Fauci, we here at the Brenham Community Theater have decided that we are going to do the most enlightened and inspiring season ever to be done yet. And we're going to do it all in person. No more Zoom theater. No more masks. We can finally have theater like it's meant to be.
Are you sure this is a good idea? Maybe some basic precautions could work.
I have barely left my house for the past 2 years. We are doing it.
Okay.
For next season, we are going to do something different, something exciting, something...
Like Winnie the Pooh?
How did you know?
Well, James told me.
James, you are so grounded. I spent my entire quarantine making the Eeyore costume for the meeting, just for him to swell the big reveal.
I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
But, it needs a little pizzazz.
I spent 2 months making this Eeyore hat, and you want me to change it? I spent my days studying and perfecting how to make a realistic Eeyore hat, and you want me to put some pizzazz into it?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I was just suggesting.
Well, that was a horrible suggestion.
Okay. Well, I should be going now. I have some asparagus to cook.
No, look, please don't go.
I really think I should.
Look, I'm sorry. All of this pandemic stuff is making me really stressed out. I can't take this anymore. I need to get out. I just can't keep on exclusively talking to James every waking moment of my life.
Yeah, you could give him a break. Or, you could go out with your friends again since you're fully vaccinated.
How do I do that? I spent so much time alone with James in my house making this Eeyore costume, I don't know how to function anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how I'll function with real-life classes.
I don't know how I'd function with Zoom board meetings. You know how fun these board meetings were when we were in person? It was like a crazy party that never stopped, talking about the shows we were doing, the costumes, the lighting, the budget. I never liked talking about the budget, though.
The budget is always annoying.
And now with COVID, we got nothing. That's why I've been putting and making these whole lot of costumes like this one. Oh, and this one.
Do you just have costumes everywhere?
COVID is difficult, okay? Don't judge.
I wasn't. I just find it really neat that you've done something productive and...
Oh, look, this one is my favorite. I named him Fred.
Fred?
Yes, Fred. I need more social interaction.
So, what is Fred?
It's a clown. I'm pathetic.
No, we all handle COVID differently, and it's okay to make a lot of Freds. You don't need to feel bad about it.
Why am I telling you all this? I don't even know you.
I have no idea. But what I can tell you is Fred is pretty lit and doesn't need any pizzazz.
Thank you.
You just have to stop being so hard on yourself.
I know. It's just been hard.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't start writing some fan fiction about a cringy anime series over COVID. You still have standards.
Wait, are you the girl who James told me about who's obsessed with anime?
I don't know.
No, it's you. It's definitely you. You are the girl with the large paper clips on your wall.
Oh, of course he knows me by my paper clips.
But he really likes you. He says that you were so easy to talk to and such a good person and extremely nice.
Well, I really like him too.
Look, you have to promise to me you won't repeat what I'm about to say.
Okay.
He's into you.
What? I never would have guessed.
Well, I've been trying to get him to ask you out, but he's just too scared. He thinks the whole world would crumble if he asked a girl out.
Well, tell him not to be.
I will if he ever listens to me.
Tell him to listen to you more, or you'll send asparagus after him.
Your secret identity.
It's just a weird nickname he gave me, because the first time we met, I was eating asparagus over Zoom. Real creative.
So why didn't you want me to know about it?
I didn't know how much you knew.
Cecily, I'm his mother. I know everything about him. Too much, actually. I can't stop myself. What's that sound?
What sound?
I just heard it again. Ooh, Abigail Hartigan has entered the waiting room.
You must have given the wrong time.
I guess I did. I'm not very good at math or numbers in general.
To be expected with you theater types.
Oh, I need to put the costumes away before the big reveal. Admit. Do I have to admit all these people individually?
I guess. I don't understand Zoom.
No, that makes two of us. Oh, I hate Zoom.
I can tell.
Oh. Hello, and welcome to the Brenner thing. I am so excited to you here. This is going to be the board meeting ever, even over Zoom.
Next up, Prêt à quitter COVID-19, written, directed, and performed by Jacqueline Hume.
Holy moly guacamole. It's summer! Who would have thought that I would be vaccinated by now and can actually see people? No freaking way! I want to see people so badly. Ooh, I know! I should organize a huge gathering with all of my family, friends, coworkers. It is going to feel so amazing when I can finally touch them, hug them, and see them right in front of my eyes. I can hardly wait! Oh my goodness. I can finally meet that cute new employee I've been virtually flirting with for the past 7 months. It's gonna be so awkward. I can't even imagine. I don't know if I'm ready. Wait a minute. What about all the people who haven't gotten vaccinated yet? How can I know who is and who isn't vaccinated? What if they get COVID at this gathering? What if they get sick? Or worse, what if they die because of my stupid meetup? Oh, hell no. No. I can't just invite everyone. Even if it is outside, even if we do wear masks, there are still risks hiding everywhere, like snakes in the grass. I wish there were more like cicadas, hard to miss and obnoxiously loud. Then I wouldn't miss any potential problems with this. so not fair. I want to see everyone. I miss people so much. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I guess I shouldn't organize this shindig after all. I just want to touch one person. One real life person. Well, why can't I? Why can't I see just one person? You know what? Screw it. I think I might just do it. I'll call Jessie. Wait. She has some small children who can't get vaccinated right now. Never mind. Oh, then Philippe. Well, the last time we talked, he wasn't so sure about getting vaccinated. No need to tempt fate. Okay, I got it. I'll just hang out with one of my best friends, Alvin. Yes! I can't believe it's been more than 11 months since I've seen him in flesh and blood. And I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I first see him. I am going to give him a giant hug.
And that concludes tonight's presentation of Rough Cuts 3, Sunshine, Ice Cream, and COVID-19. But before you go, I invite you now to join us at the Stage Door Zoom room, where you'll have a chance to meet with everyone involved in tonight's production. This is the meeting ID and password. This will also be accessible through the Stage Door link in the lobby of our virtual theater. Remember, please, to post your pictures to Facebook with this hashtag SSTG Rough Cuts, and please consider making a donation to help at Sandy Spring provide quality theater here in Montgomery County. And now, on behalf of Sandy Spring Theater Group, I thank you all for coming, and good night.